Hello, friends. Thank you for joining us in our recorded lesson for today. I am super excited because today we're actually going to embark in a new journey studying the solar system. As we study the solar system, we're going to read several texts about the solar system. Before we begin, I just want us to look at these three amazing photographs of the solar system. Just be thinking about all of the things you already know, kind of the things you have in your back pocket, the information you have about the solar system. And as you're thinking about those things, I just want to share with you that we have kind of two important objectives today. First, our language objective, which means we're going to read and write and speak about the solar system, and we're going to listen to information about the solar system. And our content objective specifically for today's lesson is for solar system vocabulary. Before we start really diving into the vocabulary, I have two things we have to do. First and foremost, I want us to think about all the things that we know and say some of them out loud. I've provided you some sentence frames so that you can say these sentences out loud. For example, I know the solar system has planets. I have learned that the solar system has planets, or the solar system has planets. I'll give you some time to think about all of the different things that you know about the solar system and put them into those sentence frames, and in a little bit, we'll say them out loud together. When I count to 3, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and say them out loud. You can say as many sentences as you can think of. 1, 2, 3. Nice job using your oral language skills. Thank you so much. Now, this time, when you consider this, I want you to actually write down some information. So you're going to grab a piece of paper and a pencil and finish the sentence. I know, I have learned that, or the solar system. I'll give you just a little bit of time to go ahead and write down one of your sentences. Hey, great work. Thank you so much for beginning with us. Now, remember I said we're going to practice some vocabulary. Now, I wanted to show you all of the different words that are vocabulary words within the text solar system that we're going to be sharing together. I'm going to read these aloud to you, and we're going to focus in on 4. These words are asteroid, orbit, solar system, axis, planet, meteor, and rotation. Now, I want to remind you that this author, Kenneth Walsh, did something amazing for you. He actually put a glossary together on page 28 inside the text, so you can actually utilize this glossary. But I actually want to help you think about what these words mean before we really get going into this text. Let's begin with the word planet. A planet is a large body in space that orbits a star. So let's go ahead and make a planet. So here's a planet. It's a large body in space that orbits a star. Let's look at the planets in our solar system. Will you read these with me? Ready? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Nice job. That's a planet. Say the word. Planet. Nice job. All right, let's look at our next vocabulary word. Our next vocabulary word is the word orbit. Can you say the word orbit? Nice. Orbit is the path a planet follows when it goes around the sun. So this time we're going to use our hand, both of our hands, to do this. So here we have the sun. And our planet is going to orbit around the sun. Sorry, I think you may have just heard me bonk my microphone. Orbit. Say the word again. Orbit. Now, Let's look at our next one. This is the trickiest of all of the words. This is the word axis. Now, I need you to put your planet back up and imagine a line that goes through the center of the planet so that the planet can spin or rotate around. Now, my arm doesn't do that, so I can't show you how it spins, but if you can imagine this imaginary line through the center of a planet around which it rotates. Axis. Say the word, please. Nice. Now remember, I just actually used this word to describe axis. Rotation is the spinning of a planet around its axis. So rotation is that spinning around and around on the axis. So if you can imagine this planet spinning around and around, that's called rotation. So if you imagine now, here's the sun, here's your planet spinning around and around and around, rotating and orbiting the sun. It's amazing. We're not dizzy. Thank you for spending some time with me. Now, you have some work to do. All by yourself, I want you to find page 116 in your student guided practice book. You're going to complete this page that will show your understanding of these different vocabulary words. Once you've done that, go ahead and take a photograph of this particular student guided practice book page and upload it into our learning management system. That way I can make sure you understand what we've talked about. Hey, friends, that was fast and furious and easy. So let's think. Planet, rotation, orbit around the sun, and it rotates on its axis. Hey, we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.